can begin to control their own personal economy. And we're seated in their dream. Let's give them this round of applause. Come on, bring it into your life. Bring it up. So I want you to think about your dream. What's your dream? I sat on this stage because of two women. One gave me life, the other one gave me love. God took me out of my biological mother's womb and placed me in the heart of my adopted mother. I feel like Abraham Lincoln said, all that I am and all that I will hope to be, I owe to my mother. How many of you have a story? Raise your hands, please. Your story has value. People will do business with you if they get to know what your story is. Your ability to give them some insight to who you are and what drives you and what motivates you and what your values are is very important, because there's so many companies out here that don't have the integrity, that don't have the leadership, and that don't have your best interest in heart. That's why I'm standing on this stage, because of ISIS and Christopher, because they have your best interest at heart. Give them another round of applause. When I think about my life, and many of you are familiar with my story, born in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City. Liberty City in the house. Born in an abandoned building on a floor with a twin brother, Wesley. We were 6 weeks of age. We were taken in as foster kids. And then we were adopted by Mrs. Mamie Brown. I feel like Abraham Lincoln, who said, all that I am and all that I ever hope to be, I owe to my mother. Mama, she only had a third grade education. She never had any children, but she always wanted to have children. She took us in. She took in 5 other children. And I admired her. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, isn't she beautiful? Beautiful, yes. As Wesley and I, my twin brother, which one am I? The cute one, you're right, on the left. So Mama only had a third grade education. I want you to think about your dream. She worked for wealthy families on Miami Beach. She cooked for them. And we ate the food left over from the families that she cooked for. They would say, maybe whatever food is left over, you can take it home to those children that you've taken in. She kept their children, and we wore the hand-me-down clothes of the children that they kept. And I remember walking around these big, beautiful mansions, saying, Mama, what is it, Leslie? When I become a man, I'm gonna buy you a big, beautiful home just like this. How many of you have someone that's important to you that you'd like to do something for? Raise your hands, please. Very good. Let me share with you how you can make that happen. And that was not easy for me, given my circumstances, given where I was born at the time. It was very challenging. The government and all kind of policies were designed to prevent people like me from achieving goals and dreams. And so given my beginning, as Wesley and I were holding sugar cane. How many of you ever had sugar cane? Raise your hands, please. Yeah. I remember doing a tour with 45, and he was lamenting because his father only gave him $14 million for his dream. How many of you, $14 million would have been your dream? My Bob only gave us 2 pieces of sugar cane. And so I decided at a young age that I wanted to do something with my life. I remember talking with Isis, and she being born in the Dominican Republic, she said she had a dream of living a bigger life. She had a dream of living in a big city. She had a dream of taking her life to the next level. How many of you have that kind of dream? Raise your hands, please.
Yes.
Fantastic. And then she met this guy. And I want you to know, Christopher, Stevie Wonder can see she's fine. Let the record show. You married up, young man. Let the record show. But he's special too. She met this special guy who at that time had lost everything, who at that time was sleeping on his brother's couch, who at that time had lost his job. And this guy said, because he didn't want her to judge him according to where he was, he wanted her to see where he was going. And he said, listen, I'm the man. I am the man. I'm going to do some great things with my life. How many of you are going to do some great things with your life? Raise your hand.
Yes.
Repeat after me, please. I am
Going to do
some great things with my life. I am God's millionaire. I am ready to go to the next level. Give yourselves a round of applause. So you were in the right place at the right time. You're affirming that. Don't ever say anything negative when you say I am. Never say I am broke. You say I'm going through a cash flow problem. Okay? Never say I'm going through a bad time. Say I'm having a character building experience. Okay? Because that's a powerful statement. Thou shalt decree a thing that shall be established unto you. And so I told my mother, I said, Mama, she said, what is it, Leslie? When I become a man, I am going to buy you a big, beautiful house just like this. And she said, Leslie, you don't have to do that. And I said, I know, Mama, but you didn't have to take us in. And you did. Judge a person not by what they do, but what they bear. That they don't have to do. So, some of you are here because there's someone special in your life that you want to do something for. Someone has been a blessing to you. Someone helped you when you couldn't help yourself. Someone who believed in you when you were struggling to believe in yourself. And so that became my why. Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. If you have a compelling reason. Why is that important? Because when the tough times come, and they're going to come, when you're in pursuit of a dream, and listen to me, this is my 75th year on the planet. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. When you're in pursuit of a dream, things happen that you cannot anticipate. Forrest Gump had a point. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Things are going to happen to you, and things are going to happen to people that you care about. I remember when a doctor said 3 words to me that no one ever wants to hear. 3 words that's most feared words in 7 different languages. You have cancer. I said, can you give me a second opinion? Yes, and you're ugly too. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got issues. And it caught me on the blind side. How many ever been caught on the blind side? Something happened to you and you didn't see it coming. But I stand on this stage 27 years later because of God's grace and mercy. And trust me, it's better to be seen than to be viewed. Can you feel it, brother? Up in here, up in here.
Yes.
And so I want you to think about that goal and dream that you want to achieve for someone special in your life. And I want you to repeat after me, please. Let us say it together. I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. Say that, please.
I am going to do that.
Now, I want you to think about your financial freedom number. And whatever that number is, I want you to expand it. I found that most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss. Most people fail in life because they did what I did for a long period in my life. Aim too low and hit. I want you to think about your financial freedom number. And as you think about it, I want you to increase it dramatically. And don't ask yourself how you're going to do it. How is none of your business. Lean not unto thine own understanding.
Amen.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Don't worry about how you're going to do it. That's God's business. I want you to commit yourself to do it. Let us say together, I am going to create wealth. I am in the process right now. Shake someone's hand on your right and left and say, you were born rich. Do that right now. You were born rich.
Hey, you were born rich. You were born rich. Él ha sido rico.
So, I was determined to buy my mother a home. And I had a lot of setbacks. Things happened to me that I never saw coming. When I was in the 5th grade, I was labeled educable, mentally retarded. Put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade. Failed again when I was in the 8th grade. I have no college training. But I met a high school teacher that made a dramatic difference in my life. He's very much like Christopher. He's a
Mr.
young man,
Washington?
go before the room and work this problem out for me. I want you to read this script. I said, sir, I can't do that. I said, why not? I'm not one of your students. Look at me, yes, sir. Go to the board anyhow and do what I'm asking you to do. And I said, I can't, sir. And the other students started laughing, saying, he's Leslie. He's got a twin brother, Wesley. Wesley's smart. He's DT. What's DT?
Dumb twin.
He's the dumb twin. And everybody erupted in laughter. And I said, I am, sir. And he came from behind his desk. He looked at me, he said, don't you ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And in that moment, he created an interruption. Let us say together, interruption.
Interruption.
Everybody together, interruption.
Interruption.
How people live their lives is a result of the story they believe about themselves that's been given to them by life. And you are a messenger of hope. You, when you speak, you, when you present, you, when you are in their presence, you interrupt their story. Let us say together, distract, dispute, inspire. See, people have been trained to seek jobs, but things have changed. The 40-40 plan is gone, where you can get a job and work for 40 years and retire in 40 years for what was not enough in the first place, 40% of what they give you from your paycheck. The economy has changed. According to the Department of Labor, over 20,000 people will lose their jobs every month. In the last 48 hours, some of the major stores in this country have closed. By your being here, and because of the commitment that Christopher and Isis have of developing you and helping you to develop your mindset, and developing your skill set, and the reason the tables are round, so that you can create collaborative